Episode 18, Brian.
Sure is, Tony.
We are recording.
We are from the Shameless Plug Studios.
Faux show.
Going back to our roots. You know, we switched it up to the Shameless Plug Studios for last week.
Well, it was in honor of a pug in a kilt.
Maybe. Our new mascot, except, that we don't have.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
Which is fine, because I know people love pugs, but I just kind of want to kick their stupid faces.
That's fine. It already looks like someone did.
It's true. That is very true.
I think it's because pugs remind you of old people. We all know you like kicking old people right in the bread basket. I don't know why I said bread basket. Bread basket is not the face.
No.
Maybe on old people it sags. Probably not.
We got to get them in the bread basket so people don't notice they're getting beat on.
Yeah.
As easily.
It's true.
You don't see an old man walking around. Well, I guess you do see them without shirts a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You kick an old person in the bread basket, though, they may not be able to walk at all.
It's true.
You're like, oh, there goes a hip and a pelvis.
It's like kicking a bag of pretzels.
It is.
Like, oh, I was going to eat those.
Delicious.
And brittle.
Ooh, brittle. Mmm.
Well, judging by all the Christmas gear up, it is brittle season.
It is, yeah.
Although it feels like spring out. But
I know,
whatever.
yeah. Like 60 degrees today.
Yeah. And retarded.
A couple days after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How was your Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Like I told you before, everybody else was eating, mass amounts of food, and I was just cooking up large amounts of the old turlet porridge, as Show calls it.
You will have that sometimes.
Yeah.
You will have that.
Yeah. Fucking IBS.
Yeah,
I woke up feeling good, starting to get ready, got out the shower, and I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I was like, well, I guess I'm not going anywhere today.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So how was yours? I'm sure it was better than mine.
It was very gluttonous.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good.
You were stuffing your face in spite of the hungry.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Like, I know there's people out there not eating tonight.
You, Africa.
But I'm eating my 7th plate of sweet potatoes. I don't care. No fucks are given here.
It was one of them things I'm like, pecan pie or pumpkin pie? Both. I know, both.
You slap them together. Hey, that's a good idea. Somebody should do that.
Someone should make a cheesecake out of that.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Best idea ever.
She was ripping up cheesecakes over there for that weekend.
I bet.
Oh, boy.
People like their sweets for these things for some reason.
Yeah, especially me.
I know. You wouldn't think so, given how much other food there is to eat. You think people would be like, let's hold off on the sweets or something, but no.
Yeah, fair.
It's like, let's make 20 pies to go with all this other food.
Although, you know what I came to realize? That I really enjoyed, things like the turkey and the stuffing, all that good shit.
Mm.
I need to do, Thanksgiving dinner in spring. I think that's why I gorge on Thanksgiving, because it's like one meal a year that I get that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the bread and water diet that you're put on the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's just, the amount of food I shoved into my maw. Gaping maw.
Whoa. Listen, Monica already told us that we talk about vagina too much, so let's not start down the gaping road.
By too much, you mean not enough.
Exactly. I believe she wants more.
Exactly.
I know Show's calling for more.
So we had lemon sage turkey vagina. It was fantastic.
Nice.
What?
Damn it, man. So were you stuffing the bird this year? You told me you were in charge of doing the bird.
Yeah,
so.
well, with just like lemons.
Was it like a warm apple pie?
Little special seasoning.
Yeah. Like, here's a little crotch parsley for you.
Well, it was entertaining because we got the turkey from the farmer's market people down there, so it was like they killed it Tuesday.
Right, it was someone's pet until Tuesday.
Basically.
Yeah. It was gobbles and that.
So, the kids walk in the kitchen after I'm starting to get shit going, but I haven't got the giblets out of the turkey yet. And they walk in and just
yeah.
I don't want to look inside. Hell, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's similar to scooping out the innards of a pumpkin, except way more graphic.
Yeah, exactly. But damn, that was a good turkey. Delicious.
You cooked in the microwave, right?
Fuck yeah. Just like my lovely wife's meatloaf.
And then it promptly went right in the
garbage can.
Like your lovely
boo.
Oh, shit.
Boo, 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 boo.
Yep.
No, it was good, though. I definitely need to do Thanksgiving more than once a year. I've come to that realization.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't like it, though, because then you got to give thanks at some point. Sweet.
Yeah.
We'll just call it like Spitesgiving or something like that.
Bing. Perfect. Spitesgiving.
Like we're doing this in spite of whatever. Make sure it's on a Monday, because people are doing like the meatless Monday. You have like a turkey, a ham, a horse, a cat, whatever you want to throw.
Every meat I can imaginally. Meat likes English.
Yeah.
Yes. Who does Meatless Monday?
It was something. I've read
seen this thing. Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of pushed from what I read. It could be one of those things where everyone's got their own reasons, but some people are doing it just to try to cut back a little bit on like red meat because they eat red meat every day and they don't like colon cancer or whatever. Allegedly. Allegedly. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not one who partakes in it, so.
Fuck all that. I'm not saying like every day I have a big ass steak.
You do.
I guarantee
I have them on popsicle sticks. Steak pops. Delicious.
Steak pops.
Yep.
That sounds like a good time.
Mm-hmm. They're not frozen, though.
You ever seen the steak martinis?
No.
Where it's like cube steak and like mashed potatoes and gravy in a martini glass.
See, that's how you get it done. Right?
Yeah, I need a steak martini right now.
I agree.
Be a fancy man with a cup full of mashed potatoes.
Hold on. We don't have our monocles.
Oh, shit, you're right.
We can't be that fancy.
You're right.
I mean, we have glasses. That's not fancy enough.
That's not fancy at all.
Nah, neither of our glasses are what I would call fancy either.
Negative.
And they're definitely not opera glasses fancy.
No.
That's like white, the white gloves, opera glasses, and top hat. That's
fucking fancy.
Yeah. The only thing
don't forget the cane.
Yeah, and the tails on your coat.
I only have one tail.
So
it's Tailed Tuxedos by LL Cool J.
Well, like one's pushed up.
One's pushed up, yeah. One's all crinkled and rolled up.
That's how I wear my pant legs.
Oh, nice.
So, and I button my coat all the way up to the neck. And wear my do-rag up around my head, too.
Well, of course. Dressy do-rag.
Actually, I put my do-rag around my top hat. That way you know which gang I'm affiliated with.
Well, you don't want to get confused.
No. That way they know.
On fancy gang day.
Right. And I expect everybody to be crip walking to the festivities.
Hells yeah.
All right, probably not.
No, you're right.
Nah.
That would be silly.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of silly in a good way.
All right.
You can have a look-see at some random shenanigans and whatnot that we toss up on the inner tubes on Twitter at salty_language.
Or you can send us good funny shit. saltylanguage@gmail.com, bitches.
Hit us up on the Facebook at facebook.com/saltylanguage.
And there's all the random nonsense of the Tumblr at salty dash I say language.tumblr.com.
And again, that's Tumblr, TUMBLR. Because they don't like E's at Tumblr.
They do not like E's. They despise
They're like, you know what?
them.
E's already the most common letter in the English language. Fuck E.
Exactly. Fuck all E.
They don't like him on Entourage. They don't like ecstasy.
They don't like ecstasy.
They don't like things they have to do with the inner tubes.
The vitamin? Fuck it.
Yep. Right in its jelly ass.
That's right. Right in its face hole.
Right in its neck clit.
Here's your fancy card back, sir.
So, whoa.
Oh, shit, uppercut.
So now that Thanksgiving's out of the way.
Yes. Time to go slay some Indians?
No, I already did that. That's what Thanksgiving was.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. I already gave out the blankets and got some more land.
Sneezed into it. Here you go. Mm-hmm. Keep warm.
I am a little low on firewater now, though, I'll be honest.
Fair enough.
But you got to make sacrifices.
But hey, high five. Take out the Native American buffalo.
Right. Because fuck that buffalo.
Exactly.
He got in my way.
Shitting in my yard.
Buffalo shitting in your yard?
Yep.
That wouldn't surprise me, given where your yard is. It's kind of probably like Monica with the moose and bears and everything up in her place.
Well,
up in the old Canada.
I know. Moose, bear, Eskimo, whatever.
Yeah.
They all shit in yards.
But yeah, so that's out of the way. So then there was the... so now we're on the clock for Christmas here.
Certainly are.
Although, if you went to a retail location, they were already gearing up for Christmas like before Halloween.
Yeah, which is ridiculous in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to think about Christmas until after Thanksgiving. And it's very hard to now.
Yeah.
When you got that blonde cunt from Target on TV.
Maria Bamford, yeah.
Is that who that is?
That's who it is, yep.
Oh, I like Maria Bamford.
Yeah, I do too. But she drives me crazy.
I've never seen her before. I've only heard her voice.
Oh, yeah.
And I just see the commercial and I just get rage.
So you've never watched the Kings of the Comedians of Comedy?
Nope.
Oh, you should have a look at that on Netflix.
Netflix plug.
Yeah, it's good, funny stuff's on there.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
Like,
I know it's a Patton Oswalt thing.
Yeah, it's Patton Oswalt, Brian Posehn, Zach Galifianakis.
Brian Posehn?
She's
Star
on there.
Wars?
I think Sarah Silverman's on there for a hot minute. And it always says David Cross, but I've never seen him on the episode.
Maybe he's in the background like,
yeah,
hey, how you
David
doing?
Cross. Yeah, I don't know. So, real quick thing, did you see Netflix got the exclusive rights to the upcoming season of Arrested Development?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
How hot is that?
That's pretty big for Netflix. They needed a win somewhere.
Exactly.
If the show's good, it's a win.
Well, I would hope it is.
You never know, but yeah.
I know it's been,
It's been a few years now.
6 years or 7 years or something?
Yeah. Michael Cera's a little older now.
Yeah, he certainly
He only
is.
looks like a year older than he did on the show.
Well, that's true, too.
Yeah.
That's because they, when he's not acting, they keep him like veal. That's how he stays young.
Huh. So
Yeah,
who's doing this? Like Judd Apatow and, have something to do with that?
He's in a box and they just feed him milk and massage
It's
him.
like, here in case I need you in another movie.
In the box, Michael.
Oh.
Good.
Fine. Oh, man. Yeah, so we get, like I said, we get Thanksgiving out of the way, and then, Black Friday falls on everyone.
When I hear stories about people, I just don't have it in me to do that.
I know. You know what? Before we get into that, we should do a follow-up.
All right.
Because we do have one salty follow-up.
Ooh, salty.
Everything's salty. The follow-up that we had was one you saw, and I didn't see this one, actually. Somehow it got past my...
This made me laugh and laugh.
It got past my spider sense. Was that the law firm that we talked about a few weeks ago, or whenever it was, that had the Halloween party where their asshole employees showed up as people who had lost their homes? Yeah, they decided that they had to lay some people off.
Yep, and sure did.
That's called karma biting you square in the buttocks.
Like, I think the whole
or
firm...
for tea.
I think the whole firm closed down, actually.
Did it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You're right there. Yeah. You're right. It does say the firm is going to close.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure the public was like, really? Fuck y'all.
I'm no fan of people losing their jobs, but fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, maybe they'll know how it feels.
Yep. I hope they kept their costumes.
Yeah. It sounds really dickish, but I always wish that on people when they're like that. When you wish something, or when you're okay with people being in a situation like that, I always hope that it happens to you. And I hope that you learn something from it.
Right.
They usually don't. But,
no, they don't.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
They'll be working for somewhere else. So
yeah, probably.
Foreclose on people in a heartbeat. So.
Yeah, probably.
But hey, as for now, fuck them.
Yep. Give them the old salty two-finger salute. I'll let you guess which two fingers.
Pinkies?
Yes.
Yes.
Because we're proper.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Proper.
Nice.
All right. Now that that's out of the way, now we can get into Black Friday.
Oh, tea.
You know what? I've been out on Black Fridays before. Had no want to go out this year.
I never have. The closest I've ever come is like when Jeannie worked at the mall, dropping her off at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's the close, because I have no patience for people,
yeah.
lines, crowds.
I worked at Best Buy on a Black Friday once.
I'm sorry.
That was horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was before now. I mean, stuff was silly then, but it wasn't the silly the way it is now.
Yeah.
Where they've gotten to where they have to fucking give out tickets to people in the parking lot at Best Buy now so that they don't, run over each other and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know, man. I find it really funny because I just don't see... I understand why people do it because, inherently everyone wants to get things as cheap as possible.
Well, yeah.
But and don't get me wrong, it's strongly benefited me a couple of years to go out. So...
The thing is, it's not about the sale anymore. It's more about the event.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
that's how it feels.
I'll tell you what, when I was looking at the stuff that was going to be on sale, just out of curiosity and whatnot, the first thing I did was can I buy these online?
Yep.
Because if so, fuck it, I'll just buy it online. And it's not that I'm only I have to buy stuff online, but it's like, dude, if I can buy it online and not have to deal with assholes.
Hell yeah, not have to be there at 2 in the morning in a line.
or before.
You know what they should do at Best Buy? Is as people walk in, they just hand them knives. So they can settle all disputes in the aisles.
I like it. It's a good idea.
That's how
and they should be random sized knives.
Ooh. Well, no, because then people fight over the sizes.
Exactly.
Ooh. Oh, exactly.
No, they don't know. They hand them like a box with a knife in it.
Oh, perfect.
Kind of a thing. Just as you're coming in, they're just like, here you go. Have a nice day. Try not to stab a TV.
You're at right before they roll the doors open. The announcer will be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a sniper in the building somewhere. Good luck. And they open the doors. And just people randomly getting picked off as they're zigzagging through the aisles. That would just make it entertaining for someone.
Yeah. I just couldn't get over like some of the shit. Like, and I want to say this before we talk about, because we have like a couple stories to talk about Black Friday, but the whole how a lot of people how a lot of people will be, it's so crazy on Black Friday. It's like, slow down. This shit happens at stores a lot of other times of the year. It's just not documented as much.
Right.
Because, like you said, there's no event around it, So, just like, but so when you're, when you got people just punching each other, fighting, shoving, all this shit. And it's like, and again, I can give you a great example of when this happens at other times, dude. And
zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
People fighting for food.
Yes.
Score.
Beanie Babies.
Oh, God.
Dude, any little store, a little Hallmark store or whatever, they'd get them in. I watched a grandmother physically shove another one to get some stupid little stuffed doll for her grandkid. I shit you not. I was there with my brother. And,
I believe it.
And this woman grabbed whatever the last one was, because the store was stupid and they put them out.
Right.
Shit like that, you keep them behind the counter and you put a limit on them. You tell people you got to come up to the counter. That way it's handled. I mean, who knows? Once they get out of the store, there might be shenanigans.
Well, I'm sure.
But like I remember when the PlayStation 2 came out, I got mine the day of because I had pre-ordered it.
Right.
And the people at Toys R Us were like, yeah, hold it close to you because we've already had some people that have tried to steal one from somebody.
It's unreal, isn't it?
You know what I mean? And I was tempted to just stand in the store, have my dad pull the car up and just, kind of dive in the window or something. But
SEAL Team 6 it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I don't know. People, it's the shit gets silly in a hurry.
Yeah. And, the thing is, I mean, the stores are doing this to the people because they keep creating. I mean, and I understand why the stores do it on one hand, because again, it's not about the Black Friday shit for the stores,
right?
You know what I mean? They're making nothing on a lot of this stuff, or very little. Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially like at normal retail price, a store like Best Buy makes like 5% on an Xbox console.
Right.
So when they drop that price, they're making nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe even eating a little bit.
Right. But you're going to come in, you're going to buy the fancy headsets, you're going to buy the controllers, you're going to buy the games. God,
I'm saving so much on this shit that I might as well buy this shit.
Yeah. So by the time you're done, you're going to spend a shit ton of money, but it's not necessarily,
Yes.
But the consumers look at it and go, hey, for the $200, I can get a bunch of shit instead of getting,
one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I just don't have the patience to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I said, I've gone with show a couple times, and as far as like the most frustrating part about it is just navigating the people.
Right.
Like we went to Target a couple years ago, and Target, the line was done down like the main aisle. Well, the problem with that is they had another line down the other aisle. You couldn't really get into the aisles. Like, you want to go down the aisle, like we wanted to get into the toy aisle.
Right.
It was hard to get in there because no one wants to move because they're afraid someone will cut or whatever bullshit like that. And that's where the problem was. We went to Meijer. They had various parts of their store sectioned off. Like when we were waiting in line because Show was getting a Wii, we're waiting in line there. You could not go just browse the electronics.
They're like, whoa.
Because that's where they had the Wii's at.
They had a large man with a velvet rope letting certain people in.
Yes, no. But that's the thing. That stuff is really frustrating.
Yeah.
Other than that, it wasn't that. I mean, and the waiting. The waiting is pretty fucking frustrating. But aside from that, it wasn't horrible.
I think Tom Petty put it best, Brian.
Waiting's the hardest part?
Exactly.
I was actually thinking of going a different way. Like just using let's smoke another joint or
something random.
You don't know how it feels, or I don't know. But anyway, so let's jump to the stories. This one's one I put in here. There was a woman I think it's in Florida. Yeah, whatever. She got in line for Best Buy 9 days before Black Friday.
If there's any justice in the world, on the Saturday after Black Friday...
She got struck by lightning?
Yes, she's dead now.
Yeah, or the police came along and were like, hey, man, we're going to need you to move. Like the Occupy Wall Street thing.
Or someone just, let King Cobras left, loose in the line. Or it looks like she has a tent in the picture.
I think everyone should just dump their piss on her every day.
If you're camping in front of a store, you should be shot immediately.
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you what. There was one thing Best Buy had that I looked at their flyer and was like, wow. And that's the one, they had a Samsung 42-inch TV for $200.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, and it's a 1080p TV. I mean, it's a pretty strong price for that size TV, and it's a Samsung, whatever. But that's it. Other than that, it's like, dude, there were some good prices on stuff, but nothing I would lose a week of my life for.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? If this was 9 hours, I would still... Like, I looked at the people, like, when Modern Warfare 3 came out, I was at Kroger that night. It was after bowling. And I was with Chris Pate. And
I'm sorry.
As we're walking out of Kroger, he's like, what are all those people over there at GameStop for? And I'm like, oh, Modern Warfare 3 comes out. He's like, but why are they there? This is like 10 o'clock. Right. It doesn't come out until after midnight.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they're ahead of time. And he's like, do they think they're going to run out? And I'm like, yeah, they won't, but people will think that.
Yeah, people lying. Well, they want to be the first.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the retard that got here.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, good job.
Who cares?
You get to play 15 minutes before I do.
Yeah, whatever. But that's kind of what I'm saying. It's that kind of a thing that even that, I see that, and that's like 2 hours. And they were probably there before that, but I noticed it 2 hours before the game came out. And I'm like, idiots.
Right.
I mean, we live 5 minutes from there and be like, fuck, I'll just wait till midnight and roll over there.
Yeah. Walk in and be fine.
Yeah. So, and it was kind of rainy that night, too.
Yeah, people are assholes.
I know. So it's Black Friday. 9 days, though.
Even
if you're trying to get one of those TVs, how much work are you missing?
That's what I was about to say.
Even if you're not working, how much is your time worth? I mean, if nothing else, figure your time at minimum wage. Take 20 hours. Those 9 days, you would have easily worked 20 hours, let's say, if you had a part-time job.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what? Let's say $8 for your hourly wage. That's $160 pre-tax.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not saving that much more. The TV's a $500 TV. You're getting $300 off. It's not enough for me.
No, it's not enough.
Plus, you don't get to sleep in your bed. You got to eat whatever's there, whatever you bring with. Fuck that. Or probably have someone bringing you shit, but fuck that.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe they'll figure, I got on the news, like you said.
Yeah, look at me. I'm kind of a celebrity for a day.
2 schlubs will be talking about me on their podcast.
Wishing me dead.
Yeah. Wishing vile things like piss being thrown on me.
Exactly. Pots of boiling hot diarrhea just dumped right on the tent.
I had plenty for on Thanksgiving.
No, I want these on a stovetop, like boiling, like literally boiling.
Well, it has to come from somewhere first.
That's true.
Jeez, dude.
I'm not saying straight from the tap.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be pretty warm, and it's going to come out fast.
Hey, maybe it was feverish. Then we can get somewhere.
Oh, yeah, or like food poisoning.
Good old feverish flu shit.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oof.
Man. So this is one you sent in, and we can expand on this because there's more than this. The headline here is, this is in L.A., customers hit by pepper spray at Walmart.
You mean food additive?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. This is the one where the woman pepper sprayed somebody, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. She was competitive shopping. She's described...
Wait, competitive shopping? They have a term for this?
That's what the cop said.
All right.
Yeah. An eyewitness person, or an 18-year-old said, I heard screaming and I heard yelling. Later, my throat stung. I was coughing really bad and watering up. She was probably blowing someone in the employee lounge or something. But anyways, really? Like, you're going to take... Like, I've heard stories now of someone waving a gun in a store to scare people away. Broken arms. Now, again, I've heard some of this shit other times of the year, but it just is really thrown in our faces at this time of year. That one, I heard that, was it at a Walmart near here, was it the Oregon Walmart, I think, that people got into fist fights over $2 waffle makers and $1.88 towels.
Yeah.
So I'm telling Show earlier.
Oregon.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling Show earlier, I'm like, look, if it was the last fill-in-the-blank hot toy of the year, I don't condone it, but if it's a Turbo Man doll, I would at least understand it. You know what I mean?
Turbo Man.
Real quick,
sorry, I'm
here's a
distracted
holiday
by that photo. I just want to shoot at the tack lights. I'm sorry.
yeah, sorry. For anybody who wants a fantastic Christmas movie to watch, you need to find Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's got Sinbad in it. It's got the little kid who's irritating as
it's
Anakin.
Got midgets and Big Show.
Exactly. And it has a little kid who was irritating as young Anakin in episode 1.
Oh, yeah, that was him, wasn't it?
Yep.
Wow.
I forgot who else it has.
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman, thank you. I was going to say there's somebody else who's a name in it. But it's a terrible movie, I'm not even going to lie. But you need to watch it just so you can hear Arnold stumble over the word Turbo Man. Phenomenal. When he's like, Turbo Man, it's horrid, but I laugh every time I hear it.
I want to see a nice mashup of Turbo Man and, like, Commando.
Like, where he's like, Turbo Man, get to the chopper.
Yeah, no, that's Predator. But
sorry,
yeah, you know
you're
what I'm saying.
You're right, yeah.
I want to see him
Can I have my dream,
Sinbad with a circular saw blade.
Oh, man. And it's some of Sinbad's finest acting.
Well,
hey,
Sinbad
hold on.
Being Sinbad.
He was in First Kid, let's not forget.
Oh, shit.
That was a terrible movie. He's been in a lot of movies. They're all horrible. Well, he's horrible.
I might have to pull up his IMDb.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go back to the actual story here. Like, when I heard people fighting over, like I said, if it was the last Turbo Man doll, you know, the hottest toy of the year.
Now, how cushy were these $1.88 towels? Because if it's a nice soft towel,
I understand. I might punch someone for $1.88 towel too, but what I don't get is, like I said, there's certain things you would at least, if you read it, you were like, that's stupid, but at least you were like, well, like when Tickle Me Elmo first came out.
Right.
There were people beating the shit out of each other for those things, and at least you understood it, because on eBay those things were like $300, $400, $500.
Which is wild.
Right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody... Like, I doubt these cushy towels going to go for $100 on eBay. They're going to be like $488 next week.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? Or $7. I mean, I know it's a savings, but it's not enough.
I forgot that Sinbad was Coach Walter Oakes on Different World.
Oh, shit. Of course he was. Was he? No, was he in Coming to America? No, I don't think he was.
He was in Time Out, The Truth About HIV, AIDS, and You, though.
I don't remember me being in that. Oh, you meant you as in a general person, not me personally. All right.
Oh, Meteor Man? That's a solid movie.
Was that the Eddie Murphy thing that made like a dollar? No, that was Pluto Nash. Sorry.
Yeah, that was Pluto Nash.
What was Meteor Man? Was that Gregory Hines?
Let's see here. That was...
As we just go off on a ridiculous...
Robert Townsend.
Oh, Robert Townsend. Damn it.
Yes.
I can picture the guy, but I got the wrong... They both look similar. I got the wrong one.
Oh, it's because they're black, Brian.
No, it's...
Oh, okay. Good Burger, Cosby.
Oh, he was in Good Burger?
He was in Good Burger.
Who was he on Cosby? Was he the coach on Cosby, too? Because Different
World.
World...
He was Dell.
Dell?
I don't know.
The fuck was Dell? I've seen every Cosby many times. I don't remember him on there.
He was also Professor LeCount in Moesha.
Now that I remember. That's a classic episode.
Oh, see. Oh, here we go. Now this is where he hits his fucking dark side. Crazy as Hell in 2002.
Whoa.
And then Resurrection Boulevard.
Dude, I don't even think he uses the word hell in his act.
Oh, and then Stomping.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Cutting the Mustard. How have we not seen this one
Man,
yet?
I'll tell you what role he wanted.
Oh, my.
After playing Coach whatever on Different World, he wanted the Mr. Cooper role on Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
He sure did.
Mark Cooper was just like, nah, this is my job. Yo, where's my theme music?
All right, that's enough about Sinbad.
Yeah.
Our tribute to Sinbad.
I will say that when he put out a stand-up special like earlier this year, late last year, that Comedy Central had on, and I was like, I'm going to watch this because I'm just curious, because you know how like when there's a comedian and then they're like not on the comedy scene for like 20 years, and it's like, this is either going to be a train wreck because they're not going to be topical, or they're going to try
It'll
to
be their old act, or...
Yeah, it's going to be... Have you ever seen The Simpsons where Krusty is trying... He's doing all the racist humor and shit,
right.
And everyone's like, whoa, you got to fix that, and then he becomes edgy. But yeah, and, you know, it wasn't very good, but, you know, for the market he'll cater to, probably ate it up. You know what I mean? Like, my mom probably will love it.
Oh,
yeah, my mom will probably watch it and love it. Although there is one funny part where he talks about how everyone thought he was dead. You know, and that's kind of humorous because he's like, just like, you know, like, oh, come on, you know, kind of a thing. But it's like, dude, where you been?
Yeah, exactly. What have you been doing?
Yeah. In fact, I think that might even be the name of the special, is Where You Been, or something like that.
That's very appropriate.
Or Here I Am. It's something along those lines.
Here I am.
Here I am.
Greatest heavyweights
talent. I know. It's nice. $2 towels, man. Punching someone in the face. There's better reasons.
Now, did they need these towels to, like, put over somebody's face and give them 2 to the dome?
They should. Now, here's the deal, all right? If you really wanted to go fight a big crowd, punching people in the face, dude, the Twilight movie came out.
Exactly, yeah.
All them assholes you could go beat the shit out of.
That's the perfect, demographic.
Punch them twihards right in the face, yeah. Just over and over. Just like I've always said, you just punch them till your arm gets tired and then switch arms.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
Punch them until you feel the ground underneath them.
Yep. It's just like in football. You got to hit, when you hit, you got to hit through them.
Yep.
Hit and drive through them.
That's what I would like to do in my Jeep, actually, with the Twilight Crawl. Hit and kiss, drive right through them.
I'll allow it. I did see somebody asked, one of the comedians I follow on Twitter asked, how come no police were out pepper spraying people that were out waiting for Twilight to come out?
Should have been. Yeah, they should have been silly string and the lighter trick. That's what they should have been doing.
The old flamethrower.
Oh, yeah.
I got to say, I'd allow it.
I would also allow this. Damn people.
I know.
And their Twilight. Oh, my God, who is that?
Dude, this is a story you sent in like when we started the podcast, and we just have not got to the story. But it's one I never wanted to get rid of because it's just funny.
That guy's face bothers me.
You want to...
He has a little Ray Romano in him.
I bet he does. Hey-o! This guy, man.
This guy loves Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, wait till you guys see this. A 39-year-old man killed his mother over Avril Lavigne tickets. Do you remember the bulk of this, or do I need to read it?
Yeah,
all right, fair enough.
Refresher time. It's been a while, I imagine.
This story is from 2 months ago.
There you go.
It's a little old, but, bear with me. Here we go. The defendant was so angry with his mother that he bludgeoned and repeatedly stabbed her in a fit of rage, Assistant State's Attorney...
Was she a Twilight fan?
We'll get to that.
Justifiable.
Probably. Attorney, and she couldn't have been that bad of a mom. She didn't want to get him Avril Lavigne tickets.
Looking out for his best interest,
Seriously.
really.
Fucking 39-year-old virgin here.
Yeah, that's right.
Set of the murder trial got underway Wednesday. She threatened to stab him in the eye, and he reacted, and the reaction was not intended, and it was not planned. So they're saying it wasn't premeditated. He just, in a fit of rage, was like, "Fuck you, Mom," and started stabbing her.
If Mom does say, "I'm going to stab you in the eye."
Listen, all right, dude, I come from the days when parents used to threaten kids that they were going to beat them within an inch of their life. That if you called child services, that that by the time they got there, they were going to give them a reason to be there.
Here's the problem, Brian.
Good luck getting to the phone.
If she said, "I'm going to stab you in the eye," but she was wearing a strap on, that's the problem.
Yeah, she starts pegging him.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. All right, I'll give you that one. All right. So after killing his 61-year-old mother, Lyons, who's expected to testify in his own defense, poured several household chemicals on her body, then changed clothes and went shopping at several stores. He was arrested hours later hanging out at a Hooters restaurant in Schaumburg, she said.
What are the chemicals going to do? Soft scrub.
Maybe he was hoping...
Downy.
Maybe he was hoping that the body would disintegrate or something. Maybe he made some napalm and was pouring it on.
Febreze.
Yeah.
All right,
he's just a germaphobe. He's just dumping Purell on her. Icky. Oh, man. What a goon.
He sure is.
Oh, man. Stupid Avril Lavigne. She's not worth killing a person for.
I didn't even know she was still doing stuff, to be honest. Isn't she Canadian? Wait a minute.
We've already established nothing good comes from Canada.
Go.
Very little good comes from Canada.
Dumphy.
We did establish. Yeah. Speaking of things that seem Canadian, but this one's not Canadian, delicious maple syrup.
American maple syrup.
That's right, from Vermont. I believe Vermont is planning on selling fake maple syrup a felony under a proposed law.
No, I'm a big fan of this because real maple syrup's the shit.
Yes.
That sticky corn syrup, maple flavored mess.
Yeah.
Fuck Mrs. Butterworth right in her ass.
I bet you would love to.
That's what I say.
I bet you would love to.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Well, Tony likes, you do like the women with the thick trunks.
That's right.
Or Justin's, as you will.
The old grandmothery in a big dress.
Yeah. Yep. You love holding on to that do-rag.
Screw-off hat.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Aunt Jemima. Again, they all look alike. So the point of this law is that, since Vermont bring a lot of their money comes from their delicious maple syrup, that they don't want people bootlegging this shit. Like,
I don't blame them.
All right, so when I first read the story, I'm picturing like the old moonshine trade, where people would smuggle moonshine across state borders and shit.
Dudes with trunks full of maple syrup out running the law.
Yeah, guys out in the park opening their jackets with, bottles of syrup. And like, hey, you want some syrup?
I got some grade A amber.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Let's not Sandusky this up. Allegedly. I'm all for this, man. If I lived there, I'd sign this. Hell, I'll sign it now. I don't even care if I live there.
Yeah, because fuck those Vermont people.
That's right. No. Well, protect those Vermont people, but fuck the ones that want to sell the bootleg. Because, come on, man. If you're going to sell the maple syrup, you got to put the work in. You got to, give handies to the trees to get the syrup out.
Tickle the tree taint.
That's right. Caress their leaves.
Yeah.
You know? You got to work that sap, you know what I mean?
For sure.
You can't just make this shit up like meth.
Well, it seems like it's kind of. You ever watched that process?
No.
Of cooking it down.
You're talking about meth or maple syrup?
Either way. I'm sure there's tons of it in Vermont.
Here's an idea. Salty Language brand maple syrup flavored meth.
Ooh.
Now it's genuine maple syrup. We're not using no false shit.
Right.
And then we make meth, but it's got the maple, or vice versa.
Meth flavored maple.
Right. No. Maple syrup now with meth.
Oh, perfect.
You know what I mean? We'll have to have it without too, because some people, or we'll have light that's got a little.
Would be bigger if it was meth flavored of maple syrup.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go that way. Can't we do both? Because some grocery store is probably not going to let us put the meth in there, but they'll let us put maple syrup in there.
Well, that's true.
And we won't call it meth. We'll call it something, cute and fun.
With
like
fun crystals.
Exactly.
Ooh, fun crystals.
I like it. All right. There's another product to go in the line. But where can we get a lot of maple syrup?
I don't know.
Vermont?
We got the meth covered.
No, we don't.
I mean, we don't have the meth covered.
What are you talking about? Just because I have tons of sinus medication means nothing.
Go.
Yeah. Look at my medicine cabinet. The cops would be like,
oh, boy.
Oh, man. I actually, one time, I got asked about that from a pharmacy because, they keep records of how often you buy the sinus medicine.
Right.
And I had bought some, and I had a really bad sinus infection, and I burned through it pretty quick, so I went to buy more, and they were like, hey, you just bought some of this, like, an hour ago. And I was like...
straight, look at this.
Yeah.
I need this shit.
And so I was like, well, I have horrid sinuses, and,
And a chemistry set.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Lots of asbestos in the wall, so I'm not worried about something, exploding.
Exactly.
What are you going to do?
But you are worried about...
That's true. Damn it, dude. Once again, we went into the news without our news intro.
Oh, news retroactively.
What are you going to do? All right, now going back to the thing Tony teased about earlier with the old salty tease. The salty rewind, if you will.
Rewind. Exactly.
Yeah. And this comes from listener Matt Stone. Or Ryan Pearson, if you don't know him by that. But if you don't, you should know him by that and only call him Matt Stone, even though he looks nothing like him now.
Or at O'Malley84 on Twitter, I believe.
That might be right.
I think so.
If not, who cares? No.
I think I'm pretty close.
I mean, hey, damn Matt Stone. He sent us the thing. There was... we try for the most part to not get real political up in this bitch.
Up in here?
But this is one where it's not even that political. It's just that, bear with us here, because this cunt from Fox News determined that with the Occupy Wall Street people and these various campus whatnots that are getting pepper sprayed, that the pepper spray that's used on these people is nothing more than just a harmless food additive.
Delicious.
Now, don't get me wrong. I put it on everything.
Spray on my eggs this morning.
That's right.
It ruled.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, probably
Frank's.
not.
Although if I could get Frank's in an aerosol form, that would fuck some people up.
Or a foam, if you would.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's make one thing really quick and clear here. The pepper spray that's in those canisters, not so much the same as...
It's not delicious.
Yeah. And this isn't The Simpsons where, like, because I believe Homer did that one time where he sprayed pepper spray in his mouth.
I think
it was like,
right.
Burning or something like that. But not the same. So now there's an online petition going around that where people want this woman to submit herself to be pepper sprayed so that she can actually see what it feels like. And my feeling is, if you're going to make a comment like that on TV, and I don't care who you work for, put up or shut up. Wow. Either retract the statement and say, you know what,
Rating on flimsiness sucks.
Yeah, you're fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put it out there and say, look, you know what, I made the statement, I'll stand by it, let's go. You know, cops have to go through it where they get pepper sprayed so they know what it feels like. And, you know, every person who's a rapist probably has been pepper sprayed, you know.
Well, you know, turn on, right?
Yeah. So
the old pepper spray just gets my dick hard. Joke.
Right. You just keep doing it over time so you build up the tolerance to it. That's
all. Like iocane powder.
Yeah. You're like, what? You spray him in the face. You're like, that's all you got? Like,
really?
Oh, crap. That's not hot enough pepper.
That ain't no ghost chili.
Yeah. Like, literally, I had that on my eggs this morning. So, yeah, like I said, I think this woman should give in to it. I think she should do it. Too. And the reason for it is if she can stand there, get pepper sprayed, not cry, not... You know,
oh, she'll cry.
Oh, I know she will. You won't have a choice, dude.
Yeah.
And here's how I know this. I have a thing for sinuses that's capsaicin spray. Mm-hmm. And capsaicin, if you don't know, it's basically the heat in the pepper.
Yeah, pepper innards.
So, and it's basically, it promises that like 2 squirts of the stuff, you will be able to, it will just, you know, burn a hole in your nose, essentially. And... yeah, it does that.
So it's weapon grade?
Pretty close. Like, I mean, picture, again, you know, for lack of a better concept, picture taking, you know, something like the hottest, like Frank's or whatever you use, and just pouring it right in your nose. That's pretty much what this feels like. Like, it hits you, and you're like, okay, then it burns like fire, and your eyes just immediately water.
I have had the privilege of, you know, like, cutting up jalapenos and then
sticking your finger up your nose.
Yeah, rub the nose or rub the eye or have a paper cut.
Oh, that's fun. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So from that spray alone, like I said, you just hit a little spray up in your nose, and my eyes start watering.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure you don't have a lot of choice in whether your eyes will water or not. But if she can get through it and whatever. I'll tell you what, I think everybody who's spoke ill of her should just be like, all right, bitch, I'm on your side. Let's go. Food additive.
Right.
But if she can't, then she needs to go back on TV and say, you know what, although we at Fox don't admit that we're wrong ever, I'm going to.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I take that back.
You don't have to admit they're wrong.
I take that back. They do admit that they're wrong. But they generally just say whatever the fuck they want and then go back and say that they're wrong, which doesn't make you a news organization. Anywho.
On a side note, I will post up some terrific pepper spray guy photoshops that are out there.
I thought you were going to actually post photos of people being pepper sprayed. Like
that too.
No, you know what I mean? Like a video of someone being pepper sprayed and watching them writhe around on the ground or whatever.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Thanks, Matt Stone, for sending that in, because someone had told me about that. Actually, my brother told me about it yesterday, but I had not stumbled across the link yet, so he helped me out. I didn't have to do any work.
Yeah,
I had to forward it to our email because he didn't send it to our email.
Boo. He gets less assist points now.
Oh, damn. Can you take his assist points? Man, I can't talk. Fuck it. Moving on. Here we go. This is going to be...
I didn't see this one.
No, you didn't. No. And you know what? This is more...
get my lean up.
This is more I want to stand up on a soapbox for a hot minute type of thing.
Red hot minute?
This will be the salty, serious minute type of thing.
Ooh.
We'll interrupt the news for a minute. For a minute. Evergreen Park High School to penalize excessive student bathroom use. Parents of students at a suburban Chicago high school are concerned about the possible health risk presented by a new policy penalizing students for taking more than 3 trips to the bathroom per semester.
Whoa, per semester?
Yeah. Now, last time I checked, you're in school more than an hour a day.
Yes.
I would have to... Now, I know what they're saying. They're basically saying the kids can go in between classes. Okay? Now... as I mentioned earlier in the program, so you could call this some foreshadowing, which it's got to be the worst foreshadowing ever.
Foreshadowing?
I am a person that suffers from the IBS. Okay, that's irritable bowel syndrome. This is gross, whatever. It sucks. It fucking paralyzes me at times. It keeps me from doing shit. Well, it doesn't keep me from doing shit, but it keeps me from going places because I literally can't leave the house. It's really bad. I've been in things like forums online and stuff to where there's some people who literally get up in the morning and they take Imodium like you would take a vitamin.
Yummy.
In hopes of regulating themselves just to have a normal day, because you can go a few days at a time, you're fine. Next thing you know, you wake up, boom, you're in the bathroom all day, which is what Thanksgiving was. Like I said, I no more than finished my shower and I was like, uh-oh. And for the next few hours, I was fast tracking some turlet porridge.
The old kill the iPhone battery.
Yeah,
day.
oh man, it was. So anyways, having said all of that, so if I've ever not come to something and you know me, that's why. If you can't understand that, look up IBS on the interwebs and learn some stuff, because it's not fun.
But go IBS into Google, then hit images and enjoy yourself.
Please. I hope I'm not still on there as the first one. That was embarrassing. No, so, having said that right there, when we were in high school, this shit would flare up for me then. Like, I didn't know what it was then. I just thought, everybody has, you know how it is. Yeah. Some days the tummy's just a little, You go to school anyways, you get there, and you're like, man, I made it, I chose poorly. But, and the worst was junior high school. Remember, there were like no doors on some of the fucking stalls at the bathrooms. Anyways. Can you imagine somebody with the shit I'm dealing with having this rule? Now, granted, I would assume if I took a medical note in, I could get around it.
Yeah, so there'd have to be loopholes, I would figure.
This is just a ridiculous rule to begin with, because some people just, just happens.
Is there nonsense going on in the bathrooms or something? I mean, there's got to be a reasoning behind it.
Oh, yeah, the
excessive masturbation going on?
Yeah, probably. The policies to prevent students from using restroom visits as an excuse to miss class and ensure that students who may miss valuable class time during a bathroom break have a built-in provision to make up the work. Yeah, I don't know.
I can understand if they had like some problems with. Well, I said suburban, so
yeah.
I mean,
well, and the school says that basically the kid should hold it until the break, and like the one 15-year-old girl told the Sun Times that a school full of students trying to use the same bathrooms during such a short interval, there's not enough time, and students risk being late to class, which is totally true. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many times in between a class I'd be like, man, I got a hose. I'd head into the bathroom and like everything would be full up, and the next closest bathroom is like at the opposite end of the hallway.
And fill up the garbage can.
Yeah, and there's no way you're getting down there and back to your class in the time that because you're, so that happens. And it's like, look, 3 just seems that seems too far the other way.
I thought you were going to say like 3 a week.
Yeah, you know what? If it was 3 a week, it's still that's at least remotely reasonable. And a teacher could say, whatever. You know what I mean? If a kid comes up, especially like the teacher's done their lecture, it's time to just do your work out of the book kind of a time. Right. And a kid comes up and says, hey, I got to piss like a mug. Can I go to the bathroom? And he's be like, yeah, whatever, go.
Yeah, here's the cinder block of the key.
Yeah, here's the giant wooden pencil that you have nowhere to set while you're in the bathroom.
No. They just hold their teeth.
Yeah, I put it on my head. I just tucked it in my pants. The back, of course.
Of course.
Get a little swampy.
Yeah, get a little, flavorings for our next person.
Yeah, like why's this damp?
Why and sticky. Flavor country.
Yeah, this just kind of pissed me off because this is too far the other way, and obviously parents are outraged over it because
I would assume so. Yeah,
parents will be outraged anyways, but they have every right to be outraged over this because this is just too few.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, and the other thing is like, look, if you have a kid who's going to the bathroom every class and they're gone like 15 minutes at a time, pull the kid aside after class and say, hey, do you have some reason, like, do you have to spank it that much?
Like, really, kid?
Or do you have to, are you in there destroying the toilet every time? I mean, what's going on here? Do you have a condition I need to be aware of so that I can be more sensitive to it?
This is where it comes down to the whole, Instead of focusing on the few individuals who are fucking it up for everybody, they just punish everybody.
Blanket punishment, basically, or blanket policy, we'll say. Yep. Like I said, I would have been on the opposite end, as I might have been one of those kids that had to, but at the same time, mine was for good reason. And there's other kids that are dealing with whatever it is.
Right.
On a test day, kids might be stressed and have some stomach issues, whether it's, this kind of thing or whatever, or maybe they're drinking too much.
Test day, better go jerk off.
Yeah. Well, that's you got to calm down.
Yeah, fair.
And they frown on doing it in the classroom.
Well.
So what are you going to do? I mean, you got kids now that are all drinking coffee. So,
that'll accelerate.
That's what I'm saying.
Too.
Yeah. When we went to school, all the kids were drinking pop. We were all like drowning. Remember how we used to bury 2 liters of Mountain Dew outside the CTC? I don't know if you ever did it, but I did.
Out in the snow.
Yeah, we used to bury it out in the snow so it would stay cold when you had to.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, when we would go over to the main building, you bury it out in the snow so it would stay cold, and then on your way back in, you'd grab it.
Wow, I forgot all about that.
But because of that, like every time we hit that break point,
when I used to drink 2 liters.
Yep.
Oh,
in between every class, it was like, "Ooh, I got to go hose," or sometimes more than that,
Yeah.
So, yeah, all right. There's that. There, you learned some more about me that you didn't want to know.
That's why we open up this forum.
That's right. It's right.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Whoa, you're right there.
I'm getting there.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So, this was a story I saw back to the news. I saw story I saw the other day. Well, not the other day. God, this is an older one too.
But a goodie?
Yeah, well, it's from the 14th, so it's not that old. Massachusetts police accuse Ann Lussier of forcing her daughter to strip on Skype.
All right.
41-year-old Massachusetts mother is facing child endangerment charges after she allegedly forced her daughter to pose nude in front of a web camera, sorry.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Says that a man impersonating a Florida photographer used the internet phone app Skype to dupe her into thinking she had entered a mother-daughter bikini contest.
Oh, geez.
With a $20,000 grand prize. Sitting in front of their computer, Lussier allegedly demanded that her 10-year-old daughter
come on.
to strip down to her bra and underpants before insisting she completely disrobe. All right, even if this is a mother-daughter bikini contest, the word bikini means not naked.
Whoa, not my dad's bikinis I designed, Brian.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Yes.
Yeah, those. Yeah, you designed those outline bikinis. That's all they are. Dude, all right, first of all, there's what I just said. But even if you don't want to, just literally, first of all, it's like, whoa, 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Creepy dude on Skype, 10-year-old. What's probably true, this probably wasn't Skype. This was probably chat roulette or something. Some guy showing his hog on there. It was like, hey, why don't you.
I'm a photographer. Fab.
Yeah. Fab. This is my flip camera.
Fab.
God damn it.
The Flash is coming soon.
Oh, man. Dude, this is... Like, when I first read the story, I was like, God, that's horrible. And then when I saw 10 years old, I was like, what the fuck makes you think this is a
pedo episode?
It wasn't. It wasn't there then.
Oh, damn it!
How could you?
Been a troll earlier.
How could you think that this was okay?
Clearly, she's retarded and deserves whatever she gets.
The police should just smack the shit out of her, pepper spray her, and then grab the kid and say, "Yeah, say goodbye because this is it. You're done. We're done with this. We're not gonna fucking let you have your daughter back so that you can make a decision like this again." It's like, even if you're like, oh yeah, I guess that was a bad idea. What's next?
Because when you were saying, I was thinking like 16.
Yeah, me too.
Like
I was thinking
15,
14, 16. Yeah. Then when I read 10, I was like, wow, what a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Now here's the part.
Brian taking all the sexy out of the story.
You ready for this? I know. Sorry, Tony. Lussier is charged with exhibiting a child in a state of nudity, indecent assault and battery on a person under 14, and reckless endangerment of a child. Now, and the person on the other end will be sentenced.
That's what I was going to ask about.
Or will be sent to Massachusetts to face child pornography charges.
Oh, boy. That'll learn him.
Now, here's one other part of the story that's just going to make you want to love this woman even more.
All right.
Sitting in front of... All right, I said that part, sorry. The man on the other side of the camera, who police identified as Joshua Dunphy of Oxford Junction, Iowa.
Donnie Dunphy's brother?
No, he's not a newfie.
Oh, whew.
He hid his identity by telling Lussier, whatever, that his web camera had broken. So he didn't want to show pics of himself, but he was like, please show me pics of your 10-year-old daughter.
Well, that's because he had no pants on when he's Skyping.
Probably. Now, it'd be different if he was like, hey, I want to see pictures of you, and the daughter was in the room. That sucks, that's whatever, but that's just some nudity.
Yeah.
All right? That's not 10-year-old girl nudity. They're sick. No. There are sickos out there, and they let them go. But I get locked up. I'm a victim, Lussier told the local newspaper. She's a victim.
What? No.
She let her 10-year-old strip naked
dummy.
for some creep on Skype, and she's the victim. I'm pretty sure the little girl's the victim.
Sir, what's that noise? That doesn't sound like a camera shutter. It sounds like you're mixing cake batter.
Oh, dude. He's like, I am. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Whip them eggs. No, the intention. Oh my God! Authorities arrested Lussier and Dunphy following a month-long investigation, which began when the mother told her twin sister about how uncooperative her daughter behaved throughout the incident. The sister contacted.
Can you believe she went stripped, that bitch?
I know. She's not the whore I thought she was.
Not the whore I raised her to be.
The sister contacted police after hearing the young girl crying during the phone call. The intention the twin sister had was to report that someone, this pervert, was taking advantage of someone vulnerable, and their goal was to get him, Lussier's lawyer, Ernest Solomon, told ABC News. All right, that guy, creep. That lawyer, creep. That's all I have to say. That just, wow.
Yeah, Big Wow was right.
Wow. I never can understand this stuff. And people fucking ask me, like, when they're like, oh, you want kids? And I'm like, no. And people don't get it. It's like, look, at least I'm trying to counter the assholes like this. No,
Say, as a person with kids, I can't wrap my head around stuff like this.
It's just a person. And, I told my mom this once before when we were talking about somebody who was a pedo. And she's like, I just can't understand it. And I'm like, you're not supposed to. Because if you could actually understand it, you'd be fucked up in the head, too.
Fair enough.
That's why we can't get it. Like, we can't understand how a 10-year-old's sexy.
Yeah.
I mean, unless the lighting's right and no, I'm kidding.
The mouse tape shut, those little fuckers.
I know, right? Kids should be seen, not heard.
Yeah, that's right.
These people think kids should be fucked, not heard, whatever, but... I just can't get over this shit. And you're always hearing about this. And my problem, you know what? Like, the dude who wanted to see this, this is another one of those moments. I have less issues with him than I do with the mom.
At least he's honest.
You know what I mean? He's like, hey, I just want to see me some hairless, underdeveloped
to see me some
cooch.
nubs.
Yeah. It's like, I want, But the mom is like, okay.
Duh. Maybe he offered,
baby,
like,
come here and
money
take off your clothes for mama.
Well,
even still though, man.
I'm just like, let's just say, bills are tight, and he's like,
I know, but sell yourself.
I'll send you a couple grand to see
I know, but dude,
your prepubescent daughter.
There's tons of way this mom could have fucking just started up some sort of strip cam or whatever and made a couple bucks.
I'm guessing no one wants to see that.
That's very possible. There is no picture of her that I saw, and I don't want to.
No.
So I got a feeling it's going to be some creepy thing. It's like, which is worse, this or the fucking toddlers with tiaras? To me, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's basically all the same. I think toddlers and tiaras is the worst because it's on television weekly.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, they're encouraging it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, let's hope this next story is more is lighter for us.
Not as pederific.
Oh, it sure is. Excellent. Look at this guy. This is a funny picture.
Nice neck tat.
You like that?
He's like, hey, I like the angle of the head there. It's nice.
Yep. Again, this is an older one. This is from the end of August.
Oh, man, this chair's starting to kill my ass neck.
You're fine, dude. Joshua Green left a raccoon in his car while streaking at a NASCAR race.
Well, you got to have your priorities.
Right. Well, no, the raccoon didn't have enough money for a ticket.
Oh,
so what are you going to do? He's like, listen.
Fuck it, you're not getting in.
Yeah. He's like, run the radio and listen to it.
You got a mask on, go steal one.
Yeah, nice. Joshua Green's naked run through Bristol, Tennessee wasn't the only surprise the out-of-towner had in store for local police last weekend. After authorities caught him prancing in his birthday suit, the 27-year-old led cops to his car where he had a raccoon.
Of course, why wouldn't he?
They said his girlfriend rescued it from a park, but as far as where it actually came from, we couldn't say for sure. Really? It didn't have a tag on it, huh?
No, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah. It couldn't tell him where it was from? They couldn't tell by its accent? Why didn't they bring in...
It's going to sound like a thunderstorm. It's like, move his mic stand.
Why couldn't they bring in, like, the animal whisperer or whatever? Green, a West Virginia native, go figure, thanks for repping my heritage, was among the thousands of visitors who flocked to Bristol for the NASCAR race. His new run was quite a spectacle, even for seasoned racing fans. I'm walking up there, and here he comes, back up, and stops in front of the band, waving and spinning in circles and stuff. Tim Lee, a witness, told WCYB.
He came around turn 3 of his kick out. We didn't know what was going on. Ma and I, we just went inside the trailer and hit our eyes.
He's being charged with public intoxication, indecent exposure, and possibly several additional complaints brought from the TWRA.
It's been an hour.
Dude, I about shit myself.
Who doesn't?
And again.
All right.
Yeah, the only problem the fans had, it wasn't so much he was naked, because they were like, hey, whatever, this happens. It was just, he was turning...
fucking racing.
No, he was turning right.
Oh,
and
man,
they were like,
gotcha.
well, you got to turn left. There's no turning right in the racing.
The problem is like, he comes streaking by, and some of the NASCAR fans had some sort of, gay awakening, and it really confused them. That's the problem, probably was.
Yeah, it didn't confuse them. They were just like, I ain't never had them nether feelings for no man before. Now, if he's a horse, or a dog, or a sheep, or
that boy is stump bred.
Or a shape-shifting transvestite that shape-shifts into a donkey.
That tricky harlot.
Speaking of tricky harlots.
Fair enough.
British woman shot in chest with paintball suffers breast implant blowout.
Wow.
And I'm not talking like... She's like, come on down to the breast implant depot where we're blowing out breast implants.
All implants must go.
Yeah. Sunday. Yeah, nothing like that. This woman got shot in the tit with a paintball, and it made her one breastises explode.
Uh-huh. I think that guy's paintball gun's turned up a little.
Nice,
it's a little too hot. He might need to get that checked at the range.
Now, I want to say this very carefully. Guys, take this as a warning. You get shot in the boys, let's just say silicone implants are probably sturdier than your nutsack is. Probably not, actually, but if it'll blow up an implant, I don't want it to blow up my boys.
Subpar implant, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want it to look like, a mashed meatball, Not a good idea.
No. Serves her right, that's what I say.
Think so?
Exactly. Well, the problem is she probably wandered onto the paintball course going, this is the weirdest kitchen I've ever seen. And she just get lit up by paintballs.
What was she doing out in the forest? Like, you know what? She probably got away from someone that had, tied her up or something. Or maybe they were forcing her to strip for Skype,
Oh, yeah, no. 10-year-old breast implants? Now we're going somewhere.
Maybe she was a donkey and she shape-shifted back to a transvest, or to the hooker.
Oh, then she got shot up.
Yeah, and then she got shot up. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nah, probably not.
Silicone udders leaking everywhere.
That dude, that's got to be a fucking mess.
Well, I know our friend Garrett can attest.
Oh, that's funny.
To paintball wounds when him and I went. He had that dinner plate size bruise on his back.
Yeah, that'll happen. The place said that they always have women that have. Or was it, you will be given special information on the dangers of paintballing with enhanced boobs and asked to sign a disclaimer. You will also be issued with extra padding to protect your implants while paintballing. I want that fucking
Unfair
job.
Advantage.
Hey, ma'am, are them titties real? If not, I'm going to need you to sign this paper, and you're going to have to wear this.
Yeah, see this vest? Put that on.
Yeah, take your shirt off, put this vest on.
But first they have to pass my motorboat real or fake test.
Right, and I'm going to need you to go on Skype for a minute.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Talk to this gentleman in Florida.
Right. Yes.
He's a photographer.
Naturally.
We swear.
Now, he won't show you his face, though.
No. And I guarantee you won't show up on any websites.
Yeah. Right.
Guarantee you won't be in that sidebar of quote-unquote local girls.
Yeah. Right. Or the the Facebook hacks or whatever some of them say, that kind of shit. Hilarious. This is one that can warm us all. This is something in the holiday spirit, except that it's an older story.
So it's kind of like Christmas from the past.
Yes. Whereas we are in the future.
We are the future.
You're right. Cleveland teacher gives mouthy teen baseball bat beatdown.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Now, that's a promising headline right there.
That is a very
You know what I mean? I
headline.
read that and I was like, yes, that is the exact kind of news stories we want to bring to
This
Salty
is like
Language.
real life Stand By Me.
Yes.
Or not Stand By Me. Lean on Me. Stand By Me as the kids.
Right. Minorities beating down kids?
Maybe. No.
No? All right.
Poking sticks with bodies. That's what I do.
A teacher was arrested and charged with beating a teen with a baseball bat. Now, right there, you're like, hey, that's an injustice. You know, most of the time, if you heard teacher beats a kid with a bat, you're probably like, you know what, the kid probably had it coming.
Exactly.
Those teachers are under a lot of stress. Those kids are pieces of shit a lot of times. Kid probably had it coming.
Yep. Oh, the teacher looks like a fucking creep.
He looks like he's crazy.
Yeah.
Them crazy eyes. The Cleveland teacher lives in Akron, and that's where the assault reportedly took place. According to a dear old dad, he was trying to protect his daughter from a boy who he says is bad news. Now, dad in the story is the teacher. This did not happen at a school. It happened at the man's home.
Fair enough.
Friends of Jeff Willis say he was pushed to his limits. Again, that's the teacher, I believe.
Push it to the limit.
Damn Tony and his karaoke. According to a police report, Willis told a teenage boy to stay away from his daughter after he caught them in a compromising position, which is either
handy
in the back of a Volkswagen, on Skype.
Yeah.
Witnesses say that things. Oh, but the boy texted her anyway. Witnesses say the teen even made several smart mouth comments to Willis at his home in his own yard, and that's when things got ugly. We're told Willis went after the teen who crossed the street with an aluminum bat. Witnesses say he hit the teen repeatedly in the leg, which, you know what? Hey, good on him. He could have went for his head.
Yeah, exactly. He
or
could
his
have
dick.
fucked the kid up.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he was aiming for the dick and just got the leg.
He could be like, hey, watch me tee off on them balls. You know? Ding, ding, ding. Spang.
The only way it would be perfect is if he popped the trunk and pulled out a hatchet, a la Uncle Buck.
That would be funny. Neighbors say Willis is a quiet religious man, and his behavior is not like him. Great people, do you blame him for beating up the kid who messed with his daughter? It's an emotional situation, said a neighbor. Willis is a high school art teacher at Jane Addams in the Cleveland School District. The district says they are aware of the situation. Like, not we're investigating.
Like,
they're
it's
like, whatever.
Cleveland. What do you want?
They're like, no, we know the kid. He's a piece of shit. No, he's going nowhere. That'll help our test scores.
Yeah.
Get rid of that kid. That's one less, that'll bump the overall.
Yeah, exactly. Bell curve and all that.
Yeah.
Kid deserves it.
Hey, he was warned.
Exactly.
The guy said, stay the fuck away from my daughter. And the kid sassed him, And that dude's probably from the school of, like, you sass grandma and grandma go upside your head like she's Medea.
It could have been Goodfellas when he strolls across the street and pistol whips the dude's face.
Yes. Yeah. That's how I'd like to think it went down. Someone was just like, yeah, bat. Shite. And here's a geek news story that you threw in.
I wish this was me.
No shit.
Because I would spend as much of these points as I could before they figured it out.
Yeah. Be my luck, though.
It did fuck you over somehow.
The story is that an error leads to Xbox Live member being awarded 4 billion Microsoft points. And for those of you who don't know, Microsoft points are basically the currency of Xbox Live.
I think it's 800 points equals $5.
Yeah, something like that. So that's a lot of cash.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, be my luck though that. Oh, where is it?
They'd retroactively charge you for everything.
Yeah, that it would work out to $53,687,089.20.
Well, that's an Xbox account full of wind, in my opinion.
My luck would be I'd spend them somehow, and then they'd be like, yeah, we're going to need those back.
Like, yeah, you know all that shit you bought?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Super Troopers. She ate that bag of weed and those mushrooms. I'm going to need $120 when you get a chance. It's exactly what it's going to be like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm with you, though. I wish that was my account.
I mean, you know how I would shit my pants if I...
Yeah, no shit.
If I threw on my, Xbox, I was like, what the fuck? Because normally it says, like, 300 or whatever. I think it's less than that right now. I think I have like 50 points.
Yeah. Apparently, what caused the glitch was Microsoft gave the user too many points, which not these, but in something else, which he proceeded to spend right away. So when Microsoft went to take the points back, his points went into the negative, causing the glitch to occur, and that's where he got all the points, all the insane points. He basically flipped the.
Yeah, it's like playing pinball, old school pinball.
He flipped the table. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet, man.
I agree. That would be sweet.
Like, woo, look at all this, man. Especially because a lot of times you can buy full games from
there.
You know, you can be like, all right.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they were just like, yeah, we fucked up, so you know.
Yeah, it doesn't say what they did.
No, I'm gonna kind of check back on this in the next couple days on the internet to see if another follow up comes up to it.
Yeah.
So I would like. To
if
know what
nothing
they did.
else, man, you just buy yourself a fucking shit ton of years of Xbox Live.
Yes.
You're just like, I'm going to go ahead and take care of myself for 10 years,
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And you'd still have a lot of
So when
points.
the old Xbox 720 comes out. You know,
right.
yeah.
I'm hoping that it's not a 720. I'm hoping that it's like 480, you know? But they're like, well, it's a slight upgrade, but, you know, kind of like Wii's doing.
I got a feeling with the next system, they're just not even going to go numbers. It's going to be something.
Yeah.
It'll be Xbox something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Xbox, you know.
Poopy pants.
I outlived Steve Jobs.
Oh, come on now.
What?
You're right. It's fair.
Fair.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I had some other story I was going to talk about, but I absolutely can't remember it now. So,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Go blue. Huh?
Yeah, Michigan beat Ohio State today,
About
barely.
fucking time.
Barely.
I know, but still, at least it was a good game. It's entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
With Adam Sandler coaching Ohio State.
Yeah. That guy.
Boy, does he look like Adam Sandler.
Oh, man. That dude's he's a mess.
Every time I see him, we're off to eat turkey. That's all I can think when I see him.
Well, that's what he was singing all through the game. Yeah. That's all he could think about.
Yeah.
Although he's getting close to, he's going to have to pull out the Hanukkah song.
Exactly.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, we're really petering out on this
I know,
one.
man, yeah. This feels like a couple of them where we were just like, oh, look at this.
Yeah, I was telling you,
Everywhere.
we're flying the jets in Battlefield, hit the flight ceiling, you just kind of stick.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
You're
we're doing
right.
right
It
now.
does feel like that, doesn't it? Damn it, Matt Stone.
Although I did find out that you can land those planes. Like, you get low to the ground, you hit the throttle down, the landing gear come out.
Uh-huh.
So I need to start flying as an engineer so I can land off map and fix it real quick and hop back in.
It's a good idea.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah. I like that idea a lot.
For sure.
I saw someone doing that yesterday. Made me mad. Put a lot of shots into him with the gun from a helicopter only to watch him land. And, you know, as we're flying to the ground because we'd been shot down. And I see him land the plane, and I'm like, man, I bet he's fixing that plane. And the next thing you know, the smoke's gone, and he's back up in the sky. I was like, man.
Because how it works is, you know, you got the zones where it's like combat zone, 10 seconds to get back,
Yeah.
you're dead. When you're in the jet, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I know.
So you land, you fix it, and when it gets about 2 seconds, you hop back in, and you're fine. Then you can hop back out, and you get 10 seconds again.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Boy, I tell you what. So,
Yes.
we won't get any feedback on this because we never do. But
Fuckers, give us feedback.
I mentioned to you.
Wrong a few people.
I mentioned to you that I thought it would be
Sorry.
kind of a cool idea to do
A little aggressive.
like some bonus type podcasts.
Yes.
Like my first idea was to do like our origin story, telling how we met, you know.
How we got our mutant powers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how we've come to rule the world,
Exactly.
you know.
Wait, are we getting into future stories?
We might be, I don't
All
know. I make up all the shit anyway, so you know.
Well, it's
Yeah.
honest.
So
It's honest, Brian.
but the other idea was, you know, and we're going to have to do some sort of a Christmas doohickey or
Of course.
Kwanzaa pod, Hanukkah pod, all that kind of stuff. But
Why wouldn't we?
right. Well, you know,
Eid. Can't forget our Muslim friends.
you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. And other
Of course.
miscellaneous pod.
And whatever Canadians celebrate.
Right. Oh, the atheist pod will be the most fun one. But yeah, so the idea was basically that, you know, for the people out there, would you be okay with this? What we were thinking is, you know, do something to kind of sort of help us offset, you know, like our
server fees.
Our server fees, which aren't a lot, and we're not going to ask a whole lot. We're looking for maybe,
$50 a person.
50 a person. Yeah, no big, no. But like throwing up some pods on a site to where we could, maybe like not all the time, but just once in a while or once a month or something like that.
A few shekels.
Just maybe do like $1 or something like that, just to try to help us out, so we're not breaking anybody's bank, and
Right.
Yet maybe, like we said, offset that to where maybe we can upgrade the servers one more time so that we're at the upper echelon. Maybe have an app.
Yeah, if we upgrade again, we get an app.
Yeah. I was actually thinking mainly to maybe get us an extra microphone because of the issues we had last time.
Yeah.
Just
Plus
in
we
case.
Can have third mic then.
Right.
Which would be entertaining at times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, it would really suck if all of a sudden one of our mics was just like, and it's over.
Yeah,
We're down to one mic, and I ain't trying to share a mic. I don't want to.
No. This isn't an 80s rock video.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Back singing.
Right. Although, no. I'm glad you went that way, because I was thinking, like, a three-way porn.
Oh.
Or two guys on one dick, and it's like, this is just not.
You just say two guys on one dick.
Yeah. If we're both talking into a microphone. So,
all right, fair enough.
Speaking of, that actually reminds me of the other story I was going to talk about. But anyway, to wrap that up.
That's an odd segue.
Please, give us some feedback. Let us know if you
let us know if you're willing to pay for this shit.
Yeah, because we're not looking for a lot. We don't need, tons of people to do it. But just, like I said, just to help us with some costs.
Yeah, because believe it or not, we actually lose money doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Just for you.
Not really. It's for our own narcissism.
No, it's just for them.
Oh,
Remember.
right.
Wink,
Just
wink.
for you. Sorry, the Honest Brian thing. I didn't know that segment was over.
Honest Brian.
Dishonest Brian now, right? So the last story that I have here is, did you see, they released, and this is kind of a follow-up, actually. I didn't even realize it.
Follow-up.
They released the issue of that Archie comic with that Kevin character where he gets married to his partner.
Yes.
And when I read that, I was like, of course it's coming under fire by like the family protection bullshit, and gay people are going to ruin the world or whatever.
Archie's going to completely destroy families.
Yes, because it reaches that many people.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, I did have one thing that kind of struck me odd about it.
Oh, all right.
I had no idea about this. Now, Kevin is the character that's the gay character, okay?
Right.
Now, on the cover, they show his partner, the one he gets married to. He's an African-American man. I was like, wow, not only did they do gay marriage, they did interracial gay marriage.
You know why they made him a black guy? Because Kevin's cum shows up so much better in the art.
That's horrible, dude. Damn it, man. We got more to do. That would have been a great place to end the show, too. But the other part of this that was kind of odd, they also have Kevin in the military. So they're tackling Don't Ask, Don't Tell,
right?
Gay marriage, interracial marriage, and interracial gay marriage, essentially, all in one book.
And Kevin's a size queen.
Sure.
Just like, yeah.
Damn it,
just
man.
saying.
Yes. And he cares about his composition of his cum, as you've just established.
Yes.
That's a lot of stuff to cover with one character. That is
an awful lot of shit.
You'd think he'd baby steps your way through this, not just fucking kick the door in and coming in Rambo style.
Gun in each hand, spray and pray.
I was like, wow, boy, they really went after it.
They sure did.
Now, what's funny is the family group, when I read their their response to this, I didn't see anything in there about the interracial part. That surprised me. Have they evolved past that at least?
Maybe they're too scared to touch it.
Well, those dicks are big.
That's true.
But yeah. You threw it
Alabama black snake.
No, if so good, I'm glad that they've at least moved past that interracial couples are dooming the world. Now it's gay couples are dooming the world. I mean, I thought this would get the Double Doom Award or something from them. Like their response was something to the effect of, we're really disappointed that Archie comics, which have always been seen as wholesome, now are catering to the sexual revolution. And I'm like, slow down. The sexual revolution was in the 60s.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Archie's not, leading the charge.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Pretty sure, no. Archie always had Betty and Veronica. I mean,
Exactly.
I mean, he don't give a fuck.
No, exactly.
He's like, whatever. He's like, I got my bitches. You get your bitches.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So like Cube said, life ain't nothing but bitches and money.
I'll say today was a good day.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Or come straight out of Compton. Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, I can tell by the empty bottle of Crevassier that... Oh, wait. No, sorry, that's a different show's closing. Fucking put a Ladies' Man reference in there.
Yes, you did.
We're in a low spot right now.
We are in a low
Listen,
spot.
I love the movie, but...
That wasn't even Sinbad.
No. Damn it, Sinbad. Well, you got to crack on
I'm
him.
going to be Sinbad for Halloween next year.
What, you're not going to show up?
Yep.
That's salty language for this week.
He's Brian. Honest Brian.
And that's Asshole Tony.
That's right. That's enough for 1 week.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Peter out. Have a beer, you'll be fine.
We out.